What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's been a while since my last video, and that's because I just moved into this new apartment and I just now have internet. I just placed a huge deposit on this room, so let's hope there's no damage or anything during this episode. And I know what you're thinking. Hang on a second, we're expecting an animation video from Lifelong Learner. What the hell is this, dude? That's right, we're gonna do things a little different now. That's right, this is the face that comes with the voice, and yeah, I'm disappointed too. But we're just gonna have to deal, right? Today's video is all about how to negotiate. And if you know me or my channel, you know that I don't like talking out of my ass, so we're referencing a solid source, as always. In this case, it's Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. Chris Voss was an FBI negotiator, and in this book he shares valuable techniques that are applicable to real-life situations, such as negotiating a salary. And I think that's about it, so let's get started. Fucking bird. Before we talk numbers, it's important to pay some attention to techniques we use before the negotiation actually starts. First of all, put a smile on your face. When the negotiations haven't started yet, you want to come off as playful and easygoing. The reason is because when people are in a positive frame of mind, they think quicker, they think more clearly, and they're more likely to collaborate and problem solve. What we want to do throughout this talk is make your counterpart, your boss or whoever, feel like he is heard, feel like he's listened to, and we can do that in a number of ways. The first one is mirroring. Mirrors work like magic. Repeat the last 3 words that your counterpart just said back to him in a slightly different phrase. We are drawn to what's similar and we fear what's different. By repeating back to your counterpart, he will feel heard, and not only that, he will also most likely elaborate on what he said, and he will possibly reveal some information that might be useful during the negotiation. Another technique that has the same effect is called label their feelings, or Chris Voss calls this tactical empathy. This will also make your counterpart feel heard and properly listened to. Once you've spotted an emotion in your counterpart, you should label it and do it in the following ways. It can end differently every time, but it should always start with the same sort of phrase. Do this by saying, it seems like, it feels like, or it looks like, or any sort of variant on this. For instance, it seems like you're pretty upset. The reason why we say it this way and not any other way is because if your partner disagrees with you, you can say, no, I just said it seems that way. I didn't say it actually was that way. The perfect response to an "it seems that way" statement is for your counterpart to say, that's right. That's how you know that they feel properly listened to and heard. And this should lay a good foundation for the rest of the negotiation. Now onto the negotiation itself, the brass tacks, as they say. Remember how you had a playful, easygoing voice until now? This is the time to switch it up and go to your late night FM DJ voice. Inflect your voice downwards, calm and slow. It sort of portrays that is just the way it is. You speak with conviction and confidence. When done properly, you will create the illusion of control and authority without triggering any defensiveness from your counterpart. Now the negotiation is on. Let's say you would like a $50,000 salary. First of all, let the other guy make the first offer. By making him go first, you might get lucky. According to Chris Voss, this happens quite often that you just get lucky. You want $50,000 and he comes in with an offer of $54,000. And that's just good for you. But regardless of what the offer is, never accept the first offer. There's always leeway. And if you can get a better salary, you should do it. Now on rejecting offers, you should not just be saying no thank you or whatever. You should do it with one of the 2 lines. Line number 1 is I can't do that. Or line number 2, which is even better, it's how am I supposed to do that? dot dot dot. An example of this is, how am I supposed to do that if my rent is 50% of my salary? Something like that. It creates the illusion that you have no choice, and there's really nothing your partner can say to this other than just sit in silence, and it will make him feel like you have some sort of a valid point. After you rejected the first offer, it's time to make a counter offer. Remember, you're working towards 50,000, but you should go way over the 50,000 as your first offer. Chris Voss calls this throwing an extreme anchor. My deposit. So your initial anchor could be $62.5 thousand. And I know some people get scared because they might think, they can get someone else for cheaper, the negotiations will be over. But that's never the case. The negotiation always continues. You're just setting a range for you and your counterpart to negotiate in. So now the range has been set, and you and your boss will go back and forth with some offers. So he says 46, you say 58, he says 48, you say 57, and you get closer to that 50,000 that you want. You should keep deflecting his offers with the "how am I supposed to do that?" or "I can't do that" statement. And time is on your side, and you should remember this, because a lot of people don't like the negotiation part and they want to get out of it as quickly as possible. So the longer you keep the negotiation going, the better edge you have. Now, when you're making your last offer, use a little bit of silence to pretend like you're doing some calculations in your head. And your final offer should be precise, really precise. Remember, you want to be around 50,000. Ideally, it's higher than that, but you could say, I'm okay with $51,237. And you might think, why so precise and why does it end on an odd number? It's because it seems less negotiable. It seems final. This is a technique that supermarkets use, for instance, and it seems to work. Congratulations, you've probably got your salary. But in case your counterpart still doesn't budge, try to add some non-monetary value. If you've listened well to the conversation before the negotiation, you might think of something that your boss really needs, and you could say, okay, what about if I learn this skill or do this or have that responsibility? Do you agree with this price then? So let's have a quick overview of what you should remember. Is 1, you should have your target price figured out, and don't just grab any number you like. Do this by doing lots of research. Chris Voss says that in negotiations, we fall to our highest level of preparation. The second is be pleasant, be playful, be easygoing, at least before the negotiation starts. Do lots of mirroring, do lots of labeling their feelings, and listen well. The third, when the negotiations begin, start using your late night FM DJ voice. It should be slow and calm and with a downward inflection. 4, reject the first offer, and what else do you do? I don't know. Oh yeah. Reject the first offer and throw an extreme anchor. Yeah. Make a very high offer just to set the range of the negotiation. Don't forget, when you reject offers, do it with the "I can't do that," or better, "how am I supposed to do that" statements. And then 5, the final one, after a series of back and forth offers, you should end on a very precise number. So that's it. These are some of the most important techniques of the book. I highly recommend you pick this book up. It has lots more information and great stories about Chris Voss, the FBI negotiator. I'll link it in the description. I will also link Chris Voss's cheat sheet. He has a PDF filled with all of his techniques, sort of shortened, and you might be able to use that. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you like this new style of video with just live action and VFX instead of animation. I would really appreciate your feedback so I can make my videos better. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Animation videos like these take me such a long time to create, so please consider leaving a like or a comment. When you subscribe to my channel, you will receive the most valuable ideas that I read out of books from trusted authors right on your subscription page every week. Oh, and if you don't want to miss a video, don't forget to click on that bell. These videos are meant as an overview and as an introduction to the topic, so if you want to learn more things and really get into the details, go to Audible using my link in the description for 2 free audiobooks with a free trial. In the description you will also find my recommended books and the best material investments I have bought over the years. Thank you for watching and see you next week.